Black History Month has been marked in the UK for more than 30 years. It takes place during the month of October. It is held to highlight and celebrate the achievements and contributions of the Black community in the UK. Throughout history, Black people have made huge contributions to society in the fields of art, music, science, literature, and many more areas.
Phyllis Wheatley was born in West Africa. When she was a young girl, she was put on board a ship and sent to the U.S., where she was sold into slavery to work for a family called the Wheatleys. She was named after that ship, the Phyllis. Phyllis was taught to read and write, which was unusual at the time for people in her position. She wrote her first poem at the age of 14. At the age of 20, she moved to England with her son and within a year published her first book. This made her the first African-American poet to be published, with her first volume of poetry in 1773. Her brilliant writing proved that enslaved women could have amazing intellects when people hadn't believed it possible. This was one of the factors that contributed towards the anti-slavery movement. Ignatius Sancho, 1729 to 1780, was said to have been born into slavery on a ship crossing the Atlantic from Africa to the West Indies in 1729. Sancho composed music, appeared on the stage, entertained many famous figures of literary and artistic London, and his portrait was painted by Thomas Gainsborough. He was the first African we know of to vote in a British election and the first published Black British composer. A prolific writer, he wrote a large number of letters, which were collected and published in 1782. Samuel Coleridge Taylor's legacy is thus not only a musical one, but also a cultural and political one. He became a transatlantic figure, revered in both Britain and America for his music and for what he represented as a Black artist in a world shaped by racial prejudice. His death in 1912 at the age of just 37 was a profound loss, and yet his influence did not end with his passing. He remains an inspirational figure in Black British history, a reminder that Black Britons have been an integral part of this country's cultural and artistic life for centuries. His life and work challenge us to rethink our understanding of British history, forcing us to recognize the ways in which race and identity have shaped and continue to shape the stories we tell about our past.